Welcome to the 6th episode of the BroadStreet Sports Podcast featuring Zachary Chabey and Logan Burns.
What's up, everybody? So today we'll start off with the NBA and their playoffs because the second round's about to finish up, and then we'll move on to baseball, hockey, and then football because the schedules are about to get put out tonight. So
Very exciting night in sports for the playoffs in NBA, NHL, and for NFL with their schedules. So we're gonna get into the NBA first. We're in the second round right now. Every series currently is 3-2, and the series are kind of shaping up, and we can kind of tell who's gonna win, but at the same time, anything's possible.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, I'll start off. Let's talk about the Sixers because it's our home city. Let's start off with that. It's nice and easy.
And they've shown us a lot. We took 2 games in Boston, which in my opinion I did not see it happening, but we've actually shown that we can do. If we want it, we've shown that in instances that we can do it.
Yeah, I'm proud of the Sixers. Right now they're 3-2. I would be livid if we lose tonight because we're in Philly and it's 3-2 us.
And we haven't had this opportunity in God knows when.
Yeah, so
we've lost. Like the stat came up on what Monday nights, Game 5, or Tuesday nights, or was it Monday? I forget at this point. Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. We have lost 6 straight Game 5s in the second round, so I was like, oh, that's not something good to hear.
Yeah.
But we silenced all the doubters, and we went. Not only did we go into Boston, we won. We were dominant. Guys like Embiid, he had his MVP game. I think that was his MVP game.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he had 34 on Sunday afternoon, but he was horrible in the fourth quarter, which he did not make an impact. He had his MVP statement game. He had 34 points. Some of the blocks he had were amazing. You want to talk about a player who hustles? He got the ball stolen from him. He goes down and blocks Jaylen Brown on a chase down block. That shows the effort that he has and the willingness to win for this team. And then Maxey, he finally stepped up. He had 30 points. He could not miss from 3. He had 6 threes, I think, which is a huge impact. And overall, we were just dominant. Pretty much started the second quarter, and we never took our foot off the gas. There was instances where we were playing sloppy basketball, but then we bounced back and put even more points on the Celtics.
Yeah, I'm proud of the Sixers. Am I hopeful that we'll win? Not really. I don't know. There's still, like you said, we lost.
Yeah, the Celtics, they're like, we're still in this series. The Celtics are not fazed by this loss. It's just they gotta wake up and know that right now they're on the brink of elimination.
Yeah, I don't know. I believe it is on our favor because we're up in the series. We're back in Philly tonight, so I think we should win. If we don't, it's
gonna be a classic Sixers. I think if we were to lose tonight, then we would. Here's the thing. I said to multiple people, I don't like our chances in Game 7 against Boston.
No, if we go into Game 7, we lose.
Yeah, because here's the thing. We already took 2 games in Boston. To take a third, the chances just disintegrate. The chances just, get lower. When a Celtics team that good, they're not going to lose on their home court 3 times, especially in a Game 7.
I know, yeah.
I just think if Sixers, if they want to win this series, the opportunity is right in front of them. They have the series lead. They're back in Philly tonight. They're home. A chance to close out the series at home, the best possible situation the Sixers could ever have. And I think they should execute, and they will execute. And I hope that they can close out this series tonight, get some rest, and hopefully have their opponent for their Eastern Conference Finals, a place they haven't been since 2001.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we either tonight we walk away with a win, or we just lose the series. Because Game 7, we're not winning if that comes down. If that's the case.
Yeah, the depth Boston has, it's going to prevail one way or another eventually. So.
Yeah. All right.
And then, go ahead. You want to talk about the next series?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's talk about the Nuggets and Suns. The Nuggets have in the beginning of the series, the Nuggets have kind of destroyed the Suns a little bit.
But then the Suns had
they had a nice bounce back.
Devin Booker said something that really caught my eye. He said, he said the Nuggets, they did win the first 2 games, but if they really want to win the series, they got to go take one on our court. That's not exactly what he said, but something close to it, and that's not what they did because Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, they were on fire. Not, I would say, more game 4 than game 3, but they both put in great games. But the thing I'm looking at the Suns right now, Chris Paul is already out, and not too long ago they announced DeAndre Ayton is out. So that's 2 huge guys for them. And don't get me wrong, the Suns are a good team, but their depth is horrible.
Yeah.
Their nucleus is around Durant, Booker, Paul, and Ayton. Those are the main guys for them. Like, and everybody else they just find players to go with them. So
yeah,
with them being out, it should be interesting to see. And the Nuggets, they've shown me a lot. I thought the Suns going into this series, I had the Suns easily winning. Like, I knew the Nuggets were gonna give a fight, but I thought the Suns were gonna take this series because they were the more experienced team and the better overall team. But guys like Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. have paid dividends in this series, playing well. And Nikola Jokic has had his moments, but I really saw Jamal Murray and Michael Porter had their moments and win these games for the Nuggets.
Yeah. I don't know. I still have the Suns winning the series. So I think they still
Really?
could. Yeah, I think they still could. Because, I mean, they had a nice bounce back. It's 3-2, so it's not like a ridiculous lead.
It's not like it's over. They win it tonight. They win tonight. The series is tied, going back to 7, which possibly they can have not only Ayton back, but Chris Paul. That'd be huge for them.
I don't know. I believe in Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's shown us a lot. He shows that he has his playoff moments. He's shown that I'm that guy. So
yeah, he's definitely like a top 5 player in the NBA. And I believe Devin Booker could also do something. I mean, he has in the past, so he could definitely do something.
His playoffs have been absolutely phenomenal.
I know. I still think the Suns take the series. I just think, I don't know. I also, because I don't really like the Nuggets too, but it's like, I don't know. I still think the Suns are a good team still with injuries involved, so I don't know. I think the Suns still take the series. I think they get 2 more wins. And they move on and play either the Lakers or Warriors.
So we already talked about how we see these series going. We said the Sixers, they need to win tonight if they want any chance of winning the series.
Yeah.
And we don't want it to go to 7 because then we have the Celtics winning. And then I think I had the Nuggets in 7.
You have the Nuggets in 7?
Yes.
All right.
And you said you had the Suns in 7, which I could both. They could go either ways in that series.
Yeah.
I see both teams, but what I want to talk. Let's get off that point. But what do you expect in these games? Just tonight, Game 6. For each game.
I do think the Suns will win tonight. I don't even know where they are. Where are they at tonight?
It's in Phoenix
It's
because they're the lower
right,
seed.
Yeah, so they'll win tonight. I don't know. I think
this series has been whoever the home team has won.
Yeah, I think Kevin Durant will drop 35 tonight, and Devin Booker 33. I think those are very possible.
Oh, that's definitely a great prediction.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I believe the Suns will win tonight. I don't know. I have a good feeling with them.
Yeah, the Suns are definitely a good team, but
yeah.
I just think the way the series is going, it's a 7-game series because both teams have won in their respective courts or won on their home court. And if the Suns really want to show the team they are, they're gonna have to win tonight and then show that they can win in Denver, which hasn't been shown at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
But let's talk about the games from last night. So we had the
there was the Knicks and Heat.
Yeah, which the Knicks got a season-saving win against the Heat, where Jalen Brunson just absolutely went off. I believe he had.
He definitely did.
He had like 36, 35, I believe. Like he showed that he put the team on his back and won on that game, and I think that still doesn't matter. The Heat are gonna win. The Heat have shown way too much dominance in this series, and they're just gonna. I'd have them winning Friday.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what's gonna happen. Because the Heat are just the better team than the Knicks, and they are just hitting shots better. They're just playing overall better basketball with them. What the Knicks have shown us in this series.
Yeah, I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan, so I believe the Knicks just had a lucky night because I mean they were in.
And Butler still almost had close to 30. So
yeah, I thought he had 19.
No, I believe he had like 20 something. He at least had over 20. He had 28.
Okay, I don't remember. I thought he had 19, but I just think the Knicks had a lucky night. They were in New York, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they were in New York, so I mean they have home court advantage. So, but I think they win tomorrow night. I think the Heat will win tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jimmy Butler will bounce back and drop at least 35, maybe a little bit over.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Definitely. And then, do you want to get more into the Lakers and Warriors series? Go ahead and give your thoughts on that.
Yeah, the Lakers and Warriors series. That was an interesting series because I have the Warriors winning in 7, which is probably going to happen now. That's looking more likely since the series is tied, not tied. The series is 3-2, Lakers still. But, I mean, the Lakers took it. It's pretty much just like the Suns and Nuggets series. The Lakers won the first couple games, and now the Warriors are bouncing back. Same thing with the Nuggets and Suns. But, I mean, it's looking up for the Warriors because I believe Anthony Davis is now injured, or got injured last night.
Here's the thing. He did get injured, you are correct. But it has come out in the past hour or so. Mm-hmm. There's no scenario that he doesn't play tomorrow.
All right. He's still playing?
Yeah, there's no scenario that he doesn't play.
Oh, all right.
Which, that's a huge thing for the Lakers because I think if that were to happen, that series goes to 7.
Yeah, I still think the Warriors will win because, I mean, they've definitely had a bounce back, and they've shown they're able to win games anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think Steph Curry, he's getting his shit together. He's going to win. He's dropping... He'll probably... I don't know.
He'll have close to 30 points.
Yeah.
But I think Lakers close it out tomorrow. That's what I just think personally.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of sticking with the Warriors because I had the Bucks and Warriors in the finals, and the Bucks lost, so I don't really want to back out now. But I still think the Warriors could win.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that. But so I really didn't ask you, how do you think both those series go?
I have, like winner-wise, or just how they're just going to go in the future?
Winner-wise.
Winner-wise, I have the Heat winning. They should win tomorrow. And then I think the Warriors are going to win tomorrow, too. And then they tie the series 3-3, and then have them win Game 7.
You have the Warriors winning in 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't back out now.
I'm guessing your source is the dog who hits the basketball. Is that your source, or you're just analysis?
Yeah. No, it's a dog. It's definitely a dog.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the NBA. But this second round in general has been very exciting with the games played, and all I gotta say is Sixers, please close it out.
Pray to God. I pray to God.
Yeah. But that's our quick recap of the NBA. We'll get more into the Eastern Conference Finals and what we expect to see those when the series are matched up, because by next week the series will be set. Yeah. So we might even have a game before next week's podcast. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're moving on to MLB?
Yes, let's go into the MLB.
Yeah.
So we've had... The season's been going smoothly so far.
Yeah.
Everybody's seemed to adjust to the rules. We've had some things happen, but other than that, the new rules and overall the game has been pretty much fine. But team I want to talk about real quick, the New York Mets.
The Mets.
They're currently 4th in the NL East, and I believe after today's loss to the Cincinnati Reds, they have lost 18 out of their last 22 games. So they're really struggling right now.
Yeah.
I think it's just classic Mets.
The
Mets, they always play well in the beginning, and then they keep that streak going, but then once they get to August, September, that's when they really fall off. I just think the Mets, they're too old of a team, and they're like paying all these guys money, but it's not really resulting in anything because these guys are getting older and older, and they really don't have that much young youth, and their salary cap is going to be really bad once all these players leave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly upset they're doing bad. I would prefer them to do bad, because I mean, the Phillies, they're still what, 5th?
No, they're 3rd.
They're 3rd now? Oh shit! All right, but
the Nationals are 5th.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I think we're probably one of the worst divisions because everybody's so close. Besides,
and then the Braves.
Besides the Braves, but I don't expect to beat the Braves. something else.
Acuna has just been crazy.
Yeah.
He's my National League MVP right now.
Yeah. All right.
You see that home run he hit last night? It was
No.
like 470 feet.
Damn. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're definitely one of the worst, or one of the more worst divisions, or lower.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think
It's a complete opposite from the AL East, which every team, I think, it was a couple weeks ago or last week. If you looked on the playoff bracket as the season ended, the first 4 AL East teams would all be in the playoffs. They are all playing great baseball right now. The Rays, they've been MLB's most dominant team, not even at 10 losses yet. If they were to lose to the Yankees, that would be 10. But still, like, the dominance they showed really surprised me because the Rays are, don't get me wrong, a good team, but you don't really know that much about their team except for the certain players they have, like Randy Arozarena and, like, most of the other guys they have. But they've just been playing really good baseball and meshing well. Then you got the Baltimore Orioles coming off a really good season last year, 2 games over 500. They have been playing really good baseball, and they're 6-4 in their last 10 games.
Yeah.
And even the Boston Red Sox, before they lost that final game of the series to the Phillies, they were on an 8-game win streak, so they were really playing good baseball. But the Blue Jays, they've been struggling. They've had their last 10, they're 3 of 7, and then the Yankees had a really nice game yesterday that I saw against the Athletics, but a win's a win.
Yeah.
And Anthony Volpe, their rookie shortstop, they caught up this year at a Grand Slam, so that's good progress for him. And then let's go talk about the other division in the AL. Just quick recap. I think the worst division in entire baseball is the AL Central.
Yeah.
Just looking at each team, there's only one team over the 500 record. And the reigning champions are 3rd right now in the division. They've been really struggling. And they kind of have the same team from last year and got even better with adding a guy like Josh Bell. But it should be interesting to see who wins that division. That division's always annoyed me for how much they've been so mid. And then we have the AL West, where Texas Rangers, that opening series against the Phillies, it wasn't a fluke. They've been playing really good baseball, especially with Jacob deGrom and Corey Seager out.
Yeah.
That's really good news for them. And they just been Nathaniel Lowe, Jonah Heim, Adolis Garcia, Marcus Semien, can't pronounce his last name, Josh Jung, I think.
Yeah.
They've all been playing really good baseball and propelling them to the top lead in the AL West. And then you got the Angels. They're so up and down. They'll win a game and then they'll lose it. And then you got the Astros. They're currently in the World Series slump right now, but they'll pick it up and probably get a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And then a team I'm surprised about, the Seattle Mariners. A really good team last year. Got to the ALDS and added guys like Teoscar Hernandez and Colton Wong, but they seem to struggling so far, and then that's not even a surprise. The Athletics at 8-30. I knew they were going to be this worst team, and I don't expect much from them. I honestly, at this point, I'm surprised they have 8 wins.
Yeah.
The way that team is, I don't even know like one player about that team. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
But baseball, it's too early in the season for us to really talk about anything because it's only May 11th, so these teams are still shaping up on what they really want to be. Once it hits the June, July point, that's when we really see these teams, what they're going to be overall this year. Because that's when the bats start to wake up for teams like the Phillies, the Astros, any team that's struggling and did really well in the playoffs last year. So,
yeah.
But that's our quick recap on baseball. We're going to get into the NHL real quick, and then we'll finish it off with some football, talking about that. So the playoff series, it's in the second round. Last time we did talk about that last time we were on the show, and currently most series are actually over, but most teams have been dominant. For example, the Hurricanes and the Florida Panthers, which they are on a tear right now. After they beat the Bruins in a 7-game series, which they were down 3-1. They're currently up 3-1 against the Maple Leafs, which they could have swept yesterday, but they're still up 3-1. So they shouldn't feel worried, but And then you got a really good series with the Oilers and the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
And that series is tied 2-2. Both really good teams with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl on one side. And then you got Jack Eichel and guys like Alex Pietrangelo. A bunch of guys on Vegas that are really, really good. And then Seattle Kraken, they're in the second round right now in a tough series with the Dallas Stars. And they got destroyed on Tuesday, losing 6-3. And then that's pretty much it for the second round series. But I want to talk about NHL real quick. The draft lottery was earlier in this week. The Chicago Blackhawks got the number 1 pick, and there's no question on who they're taking. It's this guy named Connor Bernard.
Yeah.
He's been all the talk about NHL draft lottery. He's like the Victor Wembanyama of the NBA. He's like whoever gets the number 1 pick is picking this guy. This guy is very, very talented, and most guys in the NHL, they don't go up for maybe a year or two. This guy's going to be in the league immediately. That's how good talent he shows. So
All right.
I'm excited to see what he does. Kind of wish the Flyers got the number 1 pick, but
They
Flyers, they sell.
They got what, 7? Something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
They always find a way to sell. But that's the Flyers for you always. Finding a way to stay.
That's a big reason why I don't really watch hockey, because when I started watching like sports and stuff, it was usually when the team was either doing good or got a good player. When I started watching the Phillies, we got Bryce Harper. When I started watching the Eagles, we were on a Super Bowl run. And then the Sixers, when we got Embiid, I kind of started, or when Embiid started to get good, I started to kind of follow that.
I think the first official year we had Ben Simmons, that's when I really got into it, because we didn't have him his actual rookie year because he got hurt. But then the next year, that's when I really got into Sixers basketball.
Nice,
But the last time I really watched like the Flyers was back when they had that playoff run where they lost to the Islanders. It's just so tough to watch a team that is not good, and it's not just is winning game like. They're not good, but they're not accepting that they're not good and keeping guys they shouldn't. So it's just hard to watch at that point. But that's a really quick recap of the NHL. Let's get into the NFL. So schedule it comes out, and since it's 4:55 right now, it comes out at 5:00 will be 3 hours until it comes out. But some of the games have been leaked. From the games that have been leaked, what game do you find most intriguing?
I'll admit I haven't seen all the games.
Me neither, but
I've seen some of the international games, and I think they all kind of suck. None of those international games are
the
good.
game I find what is the Dolphins Chiefs? You don't want to have that game in Kansas City,
bro. I wanted the Dolphins to go to Arrowhead. I wanted to see Tyreek Hill back there.
Yeah, like the Tyreek Hill. He did great for the Dolphins, but he's known as a Chiefs receiver. If you ask them people about Tyreek Hill, they'll mostly say something about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But a guy that good, he's not going to be in the league much longer, like he said, and they could play next year, but it could be in Miami. This is the opportunity you had. Like Dolphins going into Arrowhead, and they could have beaten them, and Tyreek Hill return game. That would have been fireworks, but I don't know. They're playing in Germany.
We're not allowed to be happy.
Germany or London, but that's their decision.
Yeah.
So
we're not allowed to be happy. No, nah, NFL fans, we're not allowed to be happy. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
no sir. But I don't know. I still think that's besides it being in Germany.
Germany, England.
I think that one's
Germany,
Germany.
London. Germany. That one's Germany. I believe.
Yeah, it's Germany.
My God, the Jaguars though. At this point, just move them to London. They have 2 games there.
Why I didn't think they were allowed to pick 2 teams to go international, or in the same year to go international.
I don't even know.
I don't remember the last time that happened.
I don't know.
I don't know, but the Dolphins Chiefs one, that should be somewhat entertaining, but not really, because I still think the Chiefs will win that game. They're still a better team.
Oh,
definitely. It would just be interesting to see Tyreek. The only reason it's somewhat relevant is because I like to see Tyreek Hill play against them, because that would be interesting to watch. But I mean, the other 3 international games I saw, it was Jags and Bills. That's right. It's the Falcons and Jags, and then I forget the other one.
Here, just look it up real quick if you want to.
I forget what it is.
No, but I'll get into my discussion real quick. The game I find most intriguing that just got leaked not too long ago, the rematch of the Super Bowl on Monday Night Football, Week 11.
I swear to God if we get smoked. I swear to God.
I think that's going to be a huge game. The Eagles at that point, we're going to kind of see what the team that they are, and I think they can go into Arrowhead and possibly beat the Chiefs. That would be the biggest win of the year.
We definitely could, because I believe we have the better. Yeah, I still believe we have a better defense.
we had a better defense in the Super Bowl, and we still have it now. It's
Yeah.
just the Chiefs' offense is so unstoppable with Mahomes at quarterback. Like,
Yeah,
he
I mean,
completely changes the dynamic of that offense with him at center.
yeah.
Or him under center.
Yeah, I believe he'll carry any receiver because if you want to be a good receiver, you go to the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes will carry your ass. So.
But then you got guys like Travis Kelce, who's just proven talent.
Oh well, he's good on any team.
Yeah.
He's probably the best tight end in the league.
But
maybe.
the thing I just find crazy, the Chiefs get rid of Tyreek Hill, one of the best receivers in the league, but then go to the Super Bowl. Like,
yeah.
It just shows that who you have under center completely affects the entire, not only offense, but the overall team and front office. Like,
I mean, yeah. Quarterbacks carry teams. Like
that's why they're the captain of the team,
Yeah.
pretty much, and the captain, like, overall leader of the team. Like, if you don't have a good quarterback in your locker room, then the locker room is not going to have a great overall vibe.
Well, that's why, yeah, because that's why I believe the Eagles are better than the Niners because the Niners quarterback situation is goofy.
Yeah,
I mean,
they expect. Yeah, we have a great roster, but you need to have at least a manageable quarterback there. Like, what they had with Jimmy G was good, but he just didn't do the job. That's why I think, like, if they were to go get, like, a veteran QB,
yeah,
then that would work out for them. They could. I wouldn't be surprised. Just a hot take. The Rams, they trade Matt Stafford to the Niners at the trade deadline, and they start Stenson Bennett the rest of the year. I'm just saying that could anything's possible, but
maybe I don't know.
But or Ryan Tannehill to the Niners. I'm
maybe
just saying.
I think honestly, I would rather Stafford go, but
but I don't know if the Rams really want to trade in division.
But like, we don't have to stay long on this, but like, what about this? I'm not saying this probably never happened, maybe not for a million years, but imagine if like Tom Brady comes out of retirement and goes to the Niners. I have them win the Super Bowl. If that's the case, I have them win the Super Bowl. I don't care how old he is. If he's on the Niners, they're winning. Just think about that. Just think about that team.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. I don't know. I believe because Tom Brady doesn't matter how old he is. He's still got something in him.
And he's going to a better team than he had in the Bucs last year.
Yeah.
So I could see it, but I think that he's actually committed to retirement. But
Yeah,
I don't mind the take. It's definitely a thing that could happen.
It's just funny to think about. I guess I don't think he'll come out of retirement. I hope he doesn't. I hope he stays in retirement.
Yeah.
But all right, to get back, I found the other international game. It's the Ravens Titans.
Yes,
I think the Ravens are going to win that too.
The Ravens, they not many people are talking about it. They had a A+ draft too. Because not only what they did in the draft, it's what they did outside of the draft. Yeah. Re-signing Lamar Jackson, getting him locked down pretty much for the rest of his career. And not only that, getting him another receiver to go with Odell Beckham, Rashad Bateman, and then Mark Andrews at the tight end with Zay Flowers. Yeah. His offense is set for him to be well this year. Yeah. And if he stays healthy, then I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens are real Super Bowl threats.
He could be like a top 5 quarterback in the league, maybe, or at least in the AFC.
I have him as a top 10, but he could trickle his way into the top 5 of the league if he really wanted to play well this year. Because he's had great starts to start the year and led the Ravens to great records. Yeah. But then he gets hurt and everything just collapses.
Yeah, I mean, if he played, because when the Ravens played the Bengals, he didn't play because he was hurt. But I believe if he did play, they would have won. Because
they stayed in that game.
Yeah, they barely lost. The only reason the
real turning point was the Tyler Huntley fumble at the goal line.
Yeah, that was the only reason they lost. I mean, they almost scored a touchdown there, but I mean, of course, you can't hold on to a ball for 2 seconds. I don't know.
But going back to the discussion, what game do you find most intriguing for?
I really want to see the Chiefs and Eagles game. I want to see the Chiefs get smoked. I have a newfound hatred for the Chiefs.
All I have to say, the Chiefs are the new Patriots.
Oh, they definitely are. No one can refute that. I don't care who the hell you are. But I want to see that game so bad. I just want to see what happens.
Oh, definitely.
I kind of want to see the Niners game too, because they're still complaining about the championship. The Eagles aren't even complaining about the Super Bowl anymore.
That's the game. If I can give you an home game, against the Chiefs, and then home against the Niners, because the amount of crap they talk, just to come here week 13 and then kick their ass again.
I know.
That would be huge.
I just believe if the Niners did win that Super Bowl, they would just get smoked again by the Chiefs.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mahomes just was in another world that playoff, so.
And he was hurt. Yeah, he's still technically hurt. I mean, he got injured again because the one play he was like hopping off to the side for a little bit, but he came back. But I don't know. It was still a good Super Bowl, no matter what. Even if we lost, it was still entertaining.
Would you like to say anything else about the schedule or anything else you have? Any thoughts on the NFL?
I kind of saw the Eagles' schedule. It's definitely a bit harder than it was last year. A bit harder. We played.
But you always got to expect that.
Yeah.
If you want to, everybody made the excuse last year that we played horrible teams and we had an easy road to the playoffs. Now it's time to go shut up those haters and go win some games, some great games. I don't want to say not every game is winnable, but if the Eagles really want to play up to standards and they believe the team that they are, they can win most of these games. I have them looking at the schedule right now. I think at least a 13-12 win season from the Eagles because it's pretty much the same team on offense, and then you lost key players on defense, but you replaced them with younger, less talented players that can develop into even something better than what you had with, let's say, Javon Hargrave, T.J. Edwards, Kazir White, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
With guys like Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Nakobe Dean coming into the fold now. Guys like Sidney Brown, Kelly Ringo, who you can cross-train at corner and safety, and bringing Nicholas Morrow and Terrell Edmonds. So,
I mean, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you or anything, but
no, you're good.
With the Eagles last year, their schedule, it was kind of easy. We played some mediocre teams, some bad teams, but you also have to think though, if we're so bad, how do we beat those teams? If you think about it,
I don't think they were saying bad. I just think they were saying we shouldn't get the credit we have deserved right now. It's like they're pretty much saying that I don't know how to say it exactly, but we're not the team. We're not as good of a team as people have talked about. Our record doesn't represent the team that we are because we played easy teams. We had the easy schedule. Yes, though I will agree with anybody with that. But any team can win any game. It's just we showed our dominance against other teams, and that's why we won 14 games. But it's time to go shut up the doubters anymore. There's always going to be people doubting any team in any sport. Yeah. But if you keep winning and winning, then they're going to get quieter and quieter. So
I don't know. I think we smoked the Niners. I mean, we still
not smoked the Niners. I don't think we smoke them. But we show that.
Oh, I meant in the championship.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. I mean, granted, we smoked the Niners. Granted, they didn't really have a quarterback.
Yeah, but
at least a healthy quarterback.
But don't get me wrong. Didn't the Niners have the best defense in the league?
True. We tired them out after the fourth quarter. They were done. You could tell they were getting pissed off.
They had the best defense in the league, but gave up 38 points. Don't get me wrong, because they got the ball back. They were on the field a lot.
Yeah.
But that's why it shows it's the quarterback that makes the entire team.
Yeah.
I thought the Niners had the better roster going into the game, but it doesn't matter you can match up rosters all you want, but it's the play on the field and the quarterback you have on the center that makes the difference in games like that.
Yeah. And then even with the Chiefs, we just barely lost, and I feel like a big reason why we lost is because refs sucked.
And we never know what would have happened if Jalen Hurts got the ball back with a good amount of time in that game. It's like Jalen Hurts was in Josh Allen's situation in the year before when he really never had a chance to get the ball, because I knew right then and there if we could have got the ball, I think Jalen Hurts, the way he was playing in that game, he was so locked in. He was not taking an L for an answer. If he had the ball in his hand to end the game, he was scoring.
Yeah, he definitely would have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of our Eagles. I think we'll definitely still have a good record. We're not.
We're gonna contend for years to come. The Super Bowl window is still open, and it'll be open for many years to come, especially with Jalen Hurts under contract now.
And I mean, Howie Roseman. He's a legend.
What a GM! What a GM he is.
I love that guy. He's probably one of the best GMs in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You got any more thoughts, though?
No, I'm all good.
Okay, that's going to wrap up the 6th episode of the BroadStreet Sports Podcast. We will see you guys next week. And other than that, you guys have a good day and stay safe.
See ya.